And we are live. It is that time once again, 90 miles from comics. As always, I am your host, Chad, and I always got my brother, the captain of the Funk Ship Troopers, Javier, with me. What is going on, Javi?
What's going on, guys? What's up, Chad?
Not much, man. New comic book day, so it's been a great day, you know? It's always a good day when you can go get some new comics, right?
That's right. Do a little hunting.
Yeah, man, I actually did pick up one little back issue. I did pick up one. You know, I'm a sucker for that. I must say, I am a sucker for picking up back issues. But picked up some new books today. I've been trying to really dwindle down to what I was actually reading. All right.
That's always good, you know.
I know, but I won't lie, and I'll show it off later when we show that. But I did get one book that I did say I was going to take off my list, but it's one of those hot variants, and I guess I got suckered into the variant hype, man. So I did pull it. So whatever, man. But we'll show that off later. But before we get there, we got to introduce my bro all the way across the pond. No, I'm just kidding. He's not across. Well, it would be a big ass pond, right? But my bro all the way up in Massachusetts. Kenny, what's going on, brother?
I am so honored to be invited to your program this evening.
Thank you, sir. We're honored to have you, man.
It's an honor, and I'm just pumped to talk about old comic books with you guys tonight.
Well, we're gonna be talking about some books that came out last week. I know you read a couple things from last week, right, Kenny?
Somewhat. I did not pick up. I didn't go to the comic shop last Wednesday.
Oh, okay. So you picked it up today from last week, then?
Only one. There was only one book that I had put aside that I bought, and everything else, I think I might have read a couple digital.
And what book was that from last week? Let's catch you up and the people up.
The one book that I had put aside?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
the one book was Die Number Cinco.
Bro, you didn't. We're supposed to be doing Immortal Hulk, and you ain't picking up Immortal Hulk. This guy, but I see why you picked it up. It's Die.
Did I grab that? Did a new one come out last week?
Came out last week, sir. I'm talking to today. Spoiler alert. So.
Oh, I think that's the one that I read online.
All right. Well, that's fine. Well, as long as you read it.
Actually, I think I'm lying to you. I'm pretty sure I'm lying to you. I might be.
Hey, sometimes you read your book, sometimes you don't. It happens.
Hold on. You tell me. The last one I read was Doc Samson centric. He came back. Doc Samson came back.
Okay, and then they showed up at Rick Jones's grave at the end, right?
Yeah, they go to Homeboy's grave at the end.
And issue 16 last week came out, and there's a reveal of a character that we haven't seen in a while, and that actually. Her first appearance has been spiking because of that. And there was a little speck on it. And if it wasn't the speck that you thought it was on it. So, but we'll get there. I guess I got to spoil that for you. But no, it was this one right here, Kenny. Good old sir. And I don't want to, I mean, I could kick the show off with a bang and talk Immortal Hulk, right?
Oh, that's right.
It's a great book. It was a really good book.
Yeah, it was a great book. It was a great read. But before we start talking comics, I do want to shout out a couple people in the chat. We do got a few people joining us. We have the first one in the chat, JB, Discovery Bay Comics. Yo, bro, what is up? We also have John's Comics with Kids. What's going on, John? I will be joining him tomorrow night for his TJ AOK unboxing, and that's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for that, actually. We also got Manny, the Comic Collector. What's going on, brother? We have Mr. Garrow joining us. Mr. G, what is up, bro? We also have my brother, Highly a Comic Bro. What's going on, man? He actually made his first full appearance today in my video that dropped on MCE. So if you have not seen that yet, make sure you go to MCE and check that out because it was awesome meeting up with him at Revolution Comic Con. And thank you for willing to join me in my video, man. You are awesome. And we got to link up because I'm not sure if I can make that Tomasi signing, so I might have to give you some books, or I might give you some books, Javi, because I might be working Saturday, so I might have to send you. And then we got my other brother named Chad, Barbarian Kung Fu. What happened?
I hit a C note for Hialeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I like it.
I like it.
So, And then we got both my moderators up in there too. Both of you guys on the show. What's going on? Yeah, I gotta make Discovery Bay maybe a moderator. Can't have you guys working triple time, you know? Maybe I should. Actually, no, you guys gotta work triple time. I take that back. You gotta work in the chat and in the show. All right. So I got that out of the way. I know I'm no Jeff when shouting out the chat, but that wasn't bad.
No, it was great.
Did you shout out Barbarian Kung Fu?
Yeah, bro. That was the last thing I said. My brother Chad, Barbarian Kung Fu. I even did the, you know?
He's another Chad? I didn't know that.
Yeah. That was revealed one time in the Comic Core. We were getting down in the chat, and I was just like, yo, I love Chads. And he's like, yo, I'm Chad. And I was like, yo, me, Chad, and Chad need to figure out a show together because that would be a lot of fun. So
the 3 C's.
The triple C's, yo.
Oh my God, the triple C's.
All right. So let's talk some books from last week. I read quite a few, I guess. I read Immortal Hulk 16. I read Avengers No Road Home. You know what I did not get to read, and I really wanted to, and I was hoping I was going to be able to read it before we got on, which was this right here. But I will be reading it as soon as we get off so I can read it. My mom, all right, reason why we're late, I won't lie to you guys in the chat. My mom surprise visit, you know, to the place. Of course, you know, doing stuff. And then wedding talk happened. So I had to take care of that. So thank you guys for bearing with me on that. I did read Cosmic Ghost Rider issue number 2.
Nice.
And I did also read War of the Realms issue number 1. No DC, sadly.
No,
What you read last week?
I got Avengers No Road Home and Immortal Hulk.
So those are the 2 you read? Awesome.
Yeah.
And we know Kenny didn't read anything from last week. He's just here hanging out.
I read
Immortal Hulk.
All
right.
I read War of the Realms 1.
Okay.
And I read Major X 1.
Oh, you did it? Yo, you know
I didn't buy the fucking thing. I didn't buy it.
Yeah, you know that book's already like $20. They had one up at, you know, Corcus today. You know what they didn't have though, Javi? That variant was already gone that they had marked at $150.
I saw him post some pictures on his Instagram of like the characters of back in the 90s, those villain characters. And he was like, oh, if you want to know the lore of Major X, like these players are going to come in. And I thought that was pretty cool. Like he's kind of teasing little things that here and there out of like the history of this character, Major X. I don't know anything about Major X. I thought he was a cool concept though.
All right. I don't know. I don't know if you saw the artwork. And I heard this story's not that good either. So
he wrote it and he drew it, right?
I think. But yo, that Shredder in Hell is 10 times better.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's Rob Layfield.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever saw his character called The Pouch.
No.
It's like this comic book character with his head is a pouch, and he has like a shoulder belt, and he has like all pouch. It's just all pouches. He's just like all
The Pouch.
Yeah, it was a parody. It was funny.
All right. Well, shout out to The Pouch. I gotta go find his first appearance now. I'm gonna look for it.
My biggest beef with Liefeld is he gets a lot of shit for the anatomies, which are bad, but also, and it's like totally on display in this Major X thing, he does not draw backgrounds. He's like, nah, not gonna do it. Like, there's so many pages with, like, look at this page, for example, right? If you look at this page, it's just like colors. He does a lot of blank white. He loves this. He loves a white block. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so since we're on it, Kenny, give us a little,
give us a little rundown, a little snippet.
Run us down through Major X and let us know what we missed out on, brother.
It's a bunch of characters traveling through a backgroundless world, right? and he rolls up with, it's him and Beast, because he's from another dimension in the future, right? Which is supposed to be like utopian type deal. So he's not coming back from a destroyed future, to come back and make things right. He's from like a perfect type of mutant future, and like I guess he wants to make sure it stays that way or something. So he comes back with alternate Beast. we already have Dark Beast, so it's like that was a little weird choice to choose him, you know, of all people, because we already have an alternate Beast in continuity. But yeah, he rolls up on Cable. They get into a little scrap. He rides a motorcycle around. You know, he's got his little motorbike.
Oh, we got a background in that scene, bro. Yo, shout out to Mr. Miracle and Biggie Shaq for joining us here.
What's up?
Gotta strap up real quick. When I gotta go defend the title against the Comic Smurf Dollar Bin Dive-In champ, and you best believe y'all gonna watch Kenny defend the title this Friday on The Hunt. All right,
I think JD's gonna cut a promo tonight. I can't wait. So yeah, he's bouncing around. Here's another page. Look at all that white.
That's
on that
crazy.
page. So he does some more of that, whipping around.
That's insane.
Wolverine shows up.
That's a $20 book.
Look, there it is again. Look at that on the next page. Another big headshot, white background. Then Deadpool, alternate Deadpool rolls up.
So it's just like Deadpool. All of his like coolest characters.
Pretty much, which you know. Oh, look at this page. I want you to look at this and tell me what is happening. Like, because it's regular Deadpool punching the alternate Deadpool, but look at their bodies. Like, one's going one way, one's going the other way, and I couldn't make sense of that.
Yeah, but he's punching him, but he's behind him. Like his legs are behind him.
Yeah, weird, right? Against a white backdrop. Look again. So anyway, oh, this is the worst of it. Look at this fucking page. It's just like he's like, nah, I ain't drawing backgrounds, bro. So the last page reveal. Buckle up.
Buckle up.
He takes the mask off, right? Major X takes the mask off, and he says, "My name is Alexander Nathaniel Summers. I have risked everything by contacting you. At this point in your history, Father, you are my last, best, and only hope." He's talking to Cable.
So Cable's son? Okay.
He's Cyclops. Right?
No, because Cyclops is Cable's dad.
So, wait, this is... but Alexander is... But he says this... He calls him dad or he calls him son? Sorry, I did not catch that.
He calls Cable dad. So he's Cyclops' grandson, I guess.
So he's Cable's son.
Yes, Cable's son.
And that's why that book is $20 now.
Yep.
All right. Sweet. Well, thank you for that incredible synopsis.
Major X, there you go.
Thank you, Kenny. That was phenomenal. Appreciate that.
Have you heard anybody else comment on the no backgrounds?
No, that's a Kenny thing right now, but we can start that. Hashtag no backgrounds.
Hashtag Layfield no backgrounds.
Yep.
It takes too much work. He's like, nah.
Not happening today.
It's not bad. It wasn't bad, like the art itself, like what was drawn, I guess you can say.
It felt super 90s, tell you that.
Yeah, no, that's true. There's some pages in there where that Major X dude looks badass. Like there's some cool pages, and then there's some pages where it seems like he kind of rushes through. Like whenever the characters have to be a little smaller, he'll make the anatomy crazy. But you know, what do you?
All right, cool. Do want to shout out two more brothers joining us? My MCE brother Dark Mufasa and Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank, what's going on, man? We gotta have Frank the Tank coming on one of these days. Let's see what's good with that. All right, Javi. Before we go into No Road Home or Immortal Hulk, I'm gonna go ahead and just do real quick Cosmic Ghost Rider #2. All right. I will say this: if you're not a Cosmic Ghost Rider fan, of course you ain't gonna like it. You gotta love this guy, and I don't know. I mean, it's just him retelling like major parts of Marvel history, like kind of in his own way, like if he was there. But I guess in a sense, he was there in this timeline because he got sent back to where Baby Thanos was, and he had to like get up into this point in time to be there where his family is, to know the time, the date, and all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So just stupid stuff with him. Like, for instance, like, he's the reason why, you know, Spider-Man comes back from like walking away. Like he was gonna throw in the towel, but you know, it's all this type of stuff.
Yeah, the first issue showcases like the Fantastic Four, and then this one showcases Spider-Man.
Yeah, and then the best part about, like, he goes to, like, I guess, you know, do like strangle Aunt May to, like, because, you know, that's when Peter walks away from being a hero, and he's like trying to like make him be a hero again, and it's not Aunt May or something like that, some crazy ass story. And then like he sets up something where, you know, you see these mobster, like he gets these mobster guys to like do this thing to this old guy over here, and then, you know, he's just trying to get Spider-Man to being back to Spider-Man. And then the best part is, like, I guess when he finally comes back, he's wearing this black suit. We know what the hell's going on, you know? Like, it's good stuff. I don't know. I enjoy it. There's not a lot of like super action, so to speak.
No, it's just super
jokey and
super jokey, super humory.
Yeah, comic stuff. And then you got this one part where you know, you got a little Doom appearance, and he's of course influencing Doom and all that type of stuff. And then yeah, man, and he's still at, you know, the house with his wife and son, waiting, I guess, for Frank to get there. But it's cool, man. I dig it, man. I think Paul Shear's, I mean, he's not a comic book writer, you know what I mean? He's a comedian, but it's cool. It's different. And luckily, you know, I guess I like the character, so I dig it. And then this is the cover to the next one. This is like a terrible synopsis of this book, but you guys go read it.
Oh, I love that cover. Is awesome,
right?
That cover is amazing. Cosmic Ghost Rider with the Phoenix behind him.
Yep. So we'll see what's up with that. So that was Cosmic Ghost Rider. El Numero Dos. Well, destroys Marvel history. All right. I know. Did you read? So you didn't read Immortal Hulk, right, Kenny?
Negative. No.
Negative. All right, Javi, do you want to talk Immortal Hulk first or Avengers first?
No matter to me.
All right. I think it's hard, right?
They're both good.
Yeah, they were both really good. Actually, let's ask the chat. You guys want to hear next Immortal Hulk or Avengers? That's a good way to decide this, and we'll tally it up. And then as we wait, Kenny, was there anything else that you read from last week? Die. Do we want to talk about? I kind of don't want you to talk about it because I haven't read it yet. I don't know if that's okay.
You're not up on it, right?
That's fine.
Javi, have you read?
No, I just got issue 1 today. Bing, bing.
Okay, so that was that was the first book you bought of it.
Yeah, that was well, I have issue 2, and I think I have an issue 4. I'm not sure, but
you have 2 or 3.
I think I have a 4. I don't know.
From where?
So three's still in my box. That's what I mean.
Okay, 3's in your box, but you may have a 4 like at your crib.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and
it's really good, man.
I opened this one, number 1. This is a third printing. I opened it up just to give. I have never opened them up before, and I opened it up just to give myself a little teaser, and I had to like immediately close it. The art inside of it is phenomenal. Holy crap! It's amazing.
Really good, man. It's a great book. I think the hype is real. The writing is solid. It's like high concept type stuff. I don't have much familiarity with D&D, but I would imagine someone who does would get even more enjoyment out of it because they're playing in that world a lot. And like, this is issue 5. I didn't realize it because at the end of the book, there's always this. There's like 3 or 4 pages of just kind of like editorial type writing by the author. And that's where he announced that this is the end of the first arc, and the book's going to go on a little hiatus for like 2 or 3 months. And in that time, the trade's going to drop, and the Die game is going to drop.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Well, Javi, so you know, we are signed up to actually do that live D&D thing that we were talking about. Our homie Bake the Snake, Roberts is setting it up. And yeah, so I told him that I can't do it immediately because obviously we all know what's happening very shortly, but I think it's for the future. But if you're about it, Javi, we're getting down on that. I think you'll probably be a part of that too, Kenny. So
he's gonna set it up. He's gonna DM and everything.
I don't know those details yet. I guess he was just gathering what people that are gonna be on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Once I get more, I'll let you know, bro.
Yeah, definitely have to let me know. I need to write something up, and I need to. This is just down the road. Just
yeah, we'll talk.
I need to know what you guys want. That's what my big thing is.
You gotta
help us. Yeah.
Read die because I think we should do the die game. You know.
All right.
Yeah, we could do it once it comes out. We could all.
Yo, Javi, read issue 1 tonight. Let us know what you think afterwards. All right, so we did get 1 vote for Avengers and 1 vote for Immortal Hulk. So we need at least 1 more vote to break the tiebreaker. And I know there's more than 2 people in this chat. So give me Immortal Hulk or Avengers, people. And that was a nice little, thing about die without spoiling it, Kenny. So thank you, bro. I don't feel too bad there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man.
No, but I'm super excited. There it is, Avengers. This guy goes Avengers. He voted. Oh, now we got Hulk, Avengers. Now it's starting to come in. Thank you, people. Bear Island Comics. What's going on, brother?
What up, Bear Island?
Man. All right. Oh, and Frank, your vote for Avengers doesn't count twice. So we're going Avengers. We got votes for Avengers. So Javi, go ahead. Start it off. I'll be chiming in on this one because this was a lot of fun.
Okay, so we have Avengers No Road Home, number 8. It's leaving off with the battle with Nyx. Nyx has just captured one of her crystals, one of the 3 crystals that she needs to like power herself up. The story starts off with the group kind of coming together because they've been kind of getting defeated by this I guess you can call it a boss, by this villain. But yeah, like they're like, all right, we need to like get ourselves together. Hulk and Hawkeye and Rocket, they transported to this planet. It was supposed to be this planet known as Euphoria. They were supposed to party, and just like run away from the battle and then just do their thing. But it ends up that Nyx shows up there also. She feels that the last crystal is in this planet.
In the issue before, she did her little thing, is like, yo, I'm out, and you kind of like see her dip. And I guess this is where she was off too, because I guess she knew that they were there because she felt the crystal that I guess Hulk has.
Yeah, I guess they can like talk to each other, and they're like, oh, the last one is here. So they all teleported there, and the other Avengers are Conan, Scarlet Witch, Spectrum, and Vision, and Hercules, as well as Voyager. So these 6 are fighting one of Nyx's children. Yeah. And I guess that one has like the power to like manipulate your emotions and cause misery upon misery to you. So they're going through that, having their own little turmoils.
Oh wow, Hulk does her dirty. Nyx?
Yeah, sir.
Dude, Hulk.
Have you got to that fight yet? Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, bro. All right, let me put it on Javi. So hold on, Javi.
He just grabs her mug and throws her.
I'm telling you, man, this has been a phenomenal read, man. I've been enjoying this run a lot.
Oh, and
not that Hulk didn't hurt her, he also killed one of her sons. Straight up snapped his neck two issues before this.
Yeah, I love the part before this, like right before this, where Hulk is like, "You guys are useless to me right now. Like, you guys need to just run. Get out of here." And
he says he donkey palmed her. So I don't know. Take the stick. What's going on, brother? Thanks for joining us, man.
That was totally a Hulk donkey punch right there. Just straight up launching Nyx across the galaxy or across the planet. I love where Hawkeye's like, Hawkeye's to Rocket, make me a bow. I thought that was pretty cool.
He just whips it up real quick.
Yeah. It's like, what is this arrow made out of? It's like, crazy particles.
Like the one that you killed me with. That was
Yeah.
like what he's talking about. Yo, thank you, Biggie Shaq. I appreciate that, man.
So Nyx pulls this trick on Hulk as they're battling, where just throws him in eternal sunlight, pretty much.
So you know what happens there, Kenny?
Say again.
He gets thrown in in internal sunlight.
Yes, because Nyx is the goddess of the night, so she controls all of darkness and all of the night. And the whole thing in the Immortal Hulk is Immortal Hulk, the night is his time.
Yeah.
Right.
That's repeated over and over and over again. So it's like this duality between these two characters where Hulk is trying to beat her, but she literally strips the power away. Pretty much.
It's useless. And that's what, as much as I love, Immortal Hulk, that's, a huge flaw. And that's all she got to do. You know what I'm saying? That was it. But it was cool,
Yeah, that's weird. The sun just totally. I know he came out at night, but I remember reading in one issue where
the sun comes up, he is back to being Banner.
But he says, I don't know I think it's the last issue I read when he's like, so you can only come out at night, and he's like, I can come out in the day if I feel like it. So you know what I'm saying? He says that to I think Doc Samson, and that is
I don't remember saying exactly that. He was just
he's like, if I get pissed, if Bruce gets pissed off, he's like, I can come out during the day, but I choose not to.
Yeah, I think
something along the lines of that. I think it was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. But the moment
it is what it is. But sunlight though, sunlight's gonna fuck up the Hulk.
It's magical. You instead of calling it sunlight, you can call it magical radiance.
Fair enough. Yeah, if there's magic in there, that's cool. I'm just hoping it's not just oh shit, the sun.
No, I hear you.
But if there's magic in it, I'm with you.
Magical radiance. I like that, Javi.
Yeah.
That's that D&D talk.
Because then Storm would just own the Hulk whenever she wants. It'd be nighttime. She'd be like, part the skies. Because she did that against Dracula one time in the comics.
Oh, shit. No way.
Oh, thanks, Discovery Bay. Yeah, now I'm getting a whole bunch of congrats. Thanks,
but,
man.
On the other side, you have the other Avengers team just overcoming
Nyx's child.
Nyx's child, yeah, her name is Oizes. Some weird Greek name. But they overcome it. Hercules squashes the creature like a bug, and this house shows up again, which I think showed up in issue 5 or 6, and it kind of piques Nyx's interest, and she's like, "Oh, what is this house doing here again? And how come it has light inside of it?" She questions it. And
she's got some Ursula vibes in that picture.
Oh, for sure. Right? What's up, Bueller, in the chat? What's going on, Bueller?
The Avengers teleport. Voyager uses her powers to teleport the Avengers team to Euphoria, and as they go and strike at Nyx anticipates their attack. She knows that they're going to attack her before they get there, and she starts turning this whole area into a void, where she starts even blocking out the stars.
Pretty much just becoming the night.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess they're gonna have to. She says, "Oh, it was so easy to defeat you in your realm, So what's gonna happen when I take you and we battle in my realm? And she starts turning everything into darkness.
Great
And that's
read.
how the issue ends off. I guess we're gonna find out what happens
Today.
Yeah.
In issue number 8. Or no, issue 9 that came out today. Sorry.
I like the little last page how it has the homage, I guess you can call it, to where Euphoria came from.
Great read. You're not reading No Road Home, Kenny?
No. I've read the first. I did start out reading it, but I feel like Javi just brought me up to speed, man. I'm good.
That's too funny. Yo, so Javi, Biggie Shaq thinks you're dope, and then Discovery Bay wants to know what channel you're from, and he's joined me on my channel, JB. If Javi wants to start up his own channel and start dropping content, bro, he would kill it for sure. But it's totally up to Javi. Javi's a big man. So
I like supporting the community. I try to follow as many people as I can, try to drop in as many chats as I can. So keep it up, guys. I love it. Keep it up. Keep buying the books. Keep supporting the community and the entertainment and everything. Superheroes are awesome.
Well said.
Javi's the truth, man. Javi's the truth.
Javi is the truth, man. That's why I have him with me, brother. That's my brother right there. That is my brother. All right. So I guess we got Immortal Hulk and War of the Realms to talk about here.
Oh, boy.
And I guess we'll go War of the Realms so we can get some Kenny action up in this piece. All right? We're going to do a little tag team action on War of the Realms. You about this, dog?
Ready for that hot tag, brother.
The hot tag, brother. Yo, thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. I've been working on it, Been working on it. Trying to, I got the belt from Biggie Shaq. Shout out to Biggie Shaq for the belts. So, all right, Javi, you didn't read this? You didn't pick this up? Were you anti $6.99 price tag?
Which one? I picked it up. I just didn't read it. I didn't read it.
You don't mind? First of all, I
don't mind.
The wraparound cover, I think, is just awesome. I got the normal cover, man. I don't know. The other covers were cool, but there was just something about this cover that I was about.
I got the normal cover. Yeah. When there's so many variants like that, and you're just like, oh man, you kind of like
it. Yeah, it deters you for sure. Yeah. All right, so I will say this: this book jumps right into it right off the bat. Would you agree, Kenny?
It does. Yeah, I think it's putting you like mid because it's like War of the Realms, right? But a bunch of realms have already
been fallen at this point.
Got handled,
at this point. Yeah, so pretty much like what this book is about is all the other realms falling, and they're headed to the last realm. And I guess who they are is Malekith and his Dark Army. So the book opens up, and it kind of explains all that, and it's got the map out with the different realms, which I thought was pretty cool. Like explaining each realm and whatnot.
Kind of like Game of Thrones-ish.
Yeah, it had that vibe for sure. And then like just in time, right? And I'm not to say anything, but I think issue 2 comes out next week. So it feels exactly like that. So you get to Asgard, and you have this broken down Odin with the Bifrost completely shattered and broken, like that. Like
crazy.
I thought it was a cool little panel there, No, this is not weekly. I believe it's bi-weekly because there was a tie-in that came out today, or at least that's what I was told today at the shop. And because this is on my pull, so 2 comes out.
Did you pick up the tie-in?
No, I did not. I'm trying to stay away from that. Just want the main story. Another cool panel here. You got Odin, and like he can just sense something like about to happen, and like the Black Crow, just saying everything. And then of course he's getting approached by somebody, and this somebody. I guess is posing to be someone else, and then as they get close enough, as Odin's trying to figure out who it is, it's one of the Dark Elves, and Odin gets killed in the second page of the book, or third page. 4th page, man, which is like, okay, you know, I was like, all right, Jason Aaron's, you got my attention right now. So as this is happening back on Midgard, you have Thor just beating the crap out of Loki because, you know, Loki's up to Loki things. And I love that he's got Thor with him. Like, it was one of my favorite parts. And like, Thor is awesome, man. That dog is super. If I ever get a dog, like an American pit, like, I'm naming him Thor for sure. So he's beating the crap out of Loki, trying to, I guess, because Loki was kind of like backstabbed everyone and was teamed up with Malekith, you know, and then I guess Malekith turned on Loki, and that's like kind of revealed here. And Loki's trying to explain to the Thor, like, it's too late. And he's like, what do you mean it's too late? Like, the War of the Realms is here. And then as soon as he says that, if you look behind him in the back panel here, the, you know, dark elves are like already there. They're like
already there, yeah.
Start stirring shit up. Kenny, whenever you want, bro, you can hop on in. If I miss something or sound terrible, come on in, man. So, of course, Thor knows it's Malekith, and he's like, yo, and he tells Loki, I know you know about Malekith's like secret Bifrost, because Thor at this point has been trying to summon the Bifrost, and he has not been able to for whatever reason. He's been throwing hammers, and every time he comes across a new hammer, he tries to throw it to see if the Bifrost will open, and it doesn't. So he eventually like gets Loki and he's like, yo, take me to him. I want to go to Malekith to pretty much end this. And then I don't know how, but of course, you know, Loki says he doesn't know about it, and then he knows about it. And then as soon as he goes, Thor is like, master, but I had like a question, and he like dips. I thought that was just kind of funny. You know, Thor's your little comic relief. So he takes Thor to Jotunheim, and of course he feels like, you know, he's been misled by Loki once again. He's like, yo, he's not here, this and that. And then he's like, you told me to take you to him, and I did. So Loki kind of like dies off there, and then of course
Frost Giants.
Oh, he's there, bro. You know, and then they exchange some words. The Frost Giants are all around them, which was pretty cool. So that's happening there. Back on Midgard, Superman's slinging through, you know,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yeah.
What?
You said Superman.
Oh, did I say it's my bad? Spider-Man.
Yeah. Then they flash into Midgard, which is Earth is just Midgard, right?
Yeah, I can just call it Earth, right? All right, I'll call it Earth.
No, but that's what that when they say Midgard, that's what.
That's the realm.
Yeah, that's the realm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So does that mean Earth? All Earth is Midgard?
Yeah.
Is that right? I don't know.
Yeah,
all of Earth's universe. So
the whole universe.
I mean, I believe like you can think of.
What's up, Rod?
Jotunheim.
Yo, what up, Rod the Rican? Nerdy Couch for joining us. Thank you, guys.
They're all within the same
different
universe.
planets are in Midgard.
Midgard, like,
I got you. So anyway, Spidey's there, slinging around, dark elves everywhere. He's trying to figure out. You got, you know, of course, the queen herself there of Asgard, you know, trying to figure things out and trying to like save Earth because she knows the war. This is like the last realm, and they're all there, and she's trying to explain this to everyone. What is cool is you get to see certain characters that Jason Aaron hasn't like really written. Like, you know, well, we haven't seen Jason Aaron write Punisher like in lore, so we have that there. He's writing some Daredevil. You get a little Daredevil piece, and I guess they all like, you know, you see Wolverine there. They're all starting to sense like things are starting to go down. And then, of course, this is awesome page, bro. This is just letting you know how things are going down. And, you know, I thought this was just, you know, the city. You see the elves down there, and they're just causing chaos, bro. They brought in other beasts and giants from other worlds with them to take over, which was pretty cool. And then this is where it gets like really cool. So as they're, you know, trying to save Earth and this and that, the Lords of Midgard, and I guess this is what Malekith is calling. What?
It's pretty badass seeing Punisher in the middle, like that scene that you just showed. and he's just
Oh
like,
yeah,
chilling. He's like nonchalant, like someone's like, "Oh, we should run." Oh, don't you want to run or something? He's like, "Nah, running for someone who's about to die. I just need a bigger gun." Like,
yeah, and
he's
then
not
he kills the
letting it.
guy that he was getting ready to kill. Yeah, I don't know if you see that, like the frost giant's like walking past him, and he's just
Yeah,
like,
he's got the gun just like down off camera.
he's just like,
I
bam.
love that Punisher, because Punisher usually doesn't deal with massive frost giants, you know. And I like that he's not even
And
phased by
then
it.
frost giants are walking through, New York City, which is pretty cool, and I thought that was pretty badass. And then they eventually Malekith, like he has this whole team that he's calling, what did I say again? The Lords of Midgard, and he's got the frost giants with him, and he's got like this beat up, dead ass Loki there. Well, this was cool too. You got the Avengers assembled by Cap, and then you got
Cap has a nice line right there when they assemble. He goes, "You want these hands, Malekith? You're gonna get them." He's like, "You want these hands, bro?" Dude, Captain America
killing it.
And then
Spider-Man
with his
Spider-Man
was annoying me.
Yeah,
He was equipping a little too much.
Yeah, but he doesn't really get the right Spider-Man, so I thought that was cool, man.
Yeah,
So yeah,
well,
and this is where I guess shit gets for me. Like I was like, oh snap! So you have pretty much the ice giant or the frost giant, the king of the frost giants, getting ready to, eat the queen herself, Loki's mom, and he kind of like steps in there, and he. I guess the frost giant reveals like, the most disappointing thing that I guess has ever happened was, of course, being the seed that Loki is from him and stuff like that. So he kind of like tries to like, step in and stand in front of him or whatnot. And then, bro, just brutal. Loki just gets taken and eaten. What did you think about that, Kenny, when you saw that?
Oh, when Loki got munched. I mean,
by his own dad.
Oh, that's his dad? The blue guy?
Yeah, bro.
I thought Odin was his dad.
No, man. Odin is his like a stepdad. Odin like found him on the Frost planet, bro. That's his dad. They ate him, and his dad tells him right before that, like this whole thing about like how Loki's a disappointment, and he wished, like, I guess he was never born, and all this type of stuff. And then, Loki has this little shot there where, I guess he feels a little some type of way. And then his dad eats him, bro. That shit's crazy. That's his dad, dude. Think about that.
Yeah, Loki stays dying, huh? He died in Avengers Endgame. He just got munched. But
he just got straight up eaten.
Oh, yeah, Infinity War, not Endgame. He's already dead before Endgame. So anyway, shit's going down. The portal's open to Earth, so beasts and dark elves are flying through, and then the last page of the book is he knew he had to get back because it had started, and he's bringing the Force with him. So that's where the book ends. Thor coming through, trying to do his thing. Yeah, I thought it was dope, and this is the cover to the next book, which I think is a cool cover too. So,
oh, that is an awesome cover. Little Valhalla.
Yeah, it sucks when your dad eats you. Amen to that, Bear Island. I hear that, brother.
So I was talking to Chris from Mad Cave Studios at the comic store today, and he said that something that interested me. Instead of looking at this book as like a like Marvel event book, you can kind of think of this as like Jason Aaron's finish. He's trying to finish
Thor
that he did with Thor.
Yeah, no, that's exactly
his Thor run. Like that's what he's trying to do pretty much.
Every interview that I've seen him talk about this, he pretty much said after this, he doesn't have too much after for Thor. Like this is his last hoorah for Thor. So that's why I'm reading it. Like I know some people that are reading, and I remember you, Kenny, saying you weren't sure of it. And that's why I'm surprised that you read it. And that I'm sitting here talking about it with you because the last conversation that we had in the chat, you were like, I don't know. But yeah, man, Jason Aaron's been on Thor for the last 7 years, I want to say. and it's pretty much been leading up to this point, and I think that's pretty cool because there's a lot of, you know, I mean, there is a lot of backstory. You don't have to know all of it. You can hop in issue 1 and, you know, be kind of there, so to speak. But I'm sure anyone that has read, and I haven't read all of it. I only have some of it. Read God Butcher, read God Bomb because of the recommendations on it. You know, I didn't read all of the Jane Foster stuff, but I read The Death of Jane Foster, and I thought that was actually pretty good. Jason Aaron is just a phenomenal writer. And I think this event, like you said, Javi, it's something more. It's not just an event. It's like, you know, the closure to him writing Thor, and I'm super excited to be reading it, man. And yeah, man,
I do want to go back and read. Yeah, I definitely want to read the God of Thunder thing. I've read like a couple of like random issues that I happen to pick up here and there. So I want to start that one from beginning to end. I feel like I'm getting fatigue on events, big events and stuff. I like tight stories, you know. I think that's why I like Batman a lot. It's just because like he doesn't get mixed up in a lot of big intergalactic shit, you know. He's kind of doing his thing. And out of curiosity, I read it. You know, I didn't. Yeah, the cover price was a little much for me, so I read it digitally, and you know, it was all right. I would say War of the Realms, more like Bore of the Realms. Am I right?
Yeah, I didn't feel that way. I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool.
I know. I'm just being a little contrarian, but
compared to other events that I've read, I was like, okay, this is cool. And
there was some highlights to it. Yeah, there was some cool moments.
I think what is cool, it's Thor getting his own event in a sense. Like, have we really seen that?
Yeah, right. I mean, one thing that respect to DC, in my opinion, is like Marvel's big event book is, you know, War of the Realms stuff, or, you know, what's the other one? The one with No Road Home. But DC's, say what you want about Heroes in Crisis. Heroes in Crisis is like one of their event books, but it's still a pretty tight story, you know, where it's not like this big sweeping the galaxy, this big invading army that's going to destroy. The fate of the universe lies in the balance. I respect that part of Heroes in Crisis. And even Doomsday Clock, there is some kind of universe hanging in the balance kind of stakes to Doomsday Clock, but I feel like it's done well. It's still a pretty tight story there too.
I can't even tell you the last Doomsday Clock I read. I literally am just buying it to complete it, and then I'll read it.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's the only knock that people can really give. People give Doomsday Clock a hard time because the delays. But if you read it on a trade, fire.
I feel like though, like it didn't really like. Okay, there was cool stuff happening in the same like the first 4 or 5 issues, right? And I get that. But when Jeff Johns gave us Rebirth, gave us the button, and gave us all this stuff, and we're like 7 issues in, and we still have No Manhattan versus Superman, where that was like the big thing. Like that was to me was what was killing me about that book. I'm like, come on, bro. Like we're 6 issues in. Cool, I get it. There's a new Rorschach. Cool, we got this, you know, meme, you know, this meme family, you know, mime and meme family. I just made that up, but I don't know. I wanted to see.
I like that better.
What?
I like the meme. That was a villain. The meme. He just stays memeing.
Stays memeing.
So
different memes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just felt like it was taking too long to get to this like big epic fight that we were supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? Or get these answers to questions we all had with the button and things that happened with Rebirth. Because you have to think about this. Rebirth happened. Issue number 1. That was it. And then we got a little bit of the button. And Rebirth has been done for how long now?
Almost a year, right? Like,
bro, and this book is not complete yet, and there's still no closure on Rebirth. Like, and that's my gripe with it, you know. So I'll say
I didn't read the button thing, so I was out of the loop on that.
Yeah,
I knew of its existence, but I didn't know really what it was about.
Yeah, no, the button thing was, you know,
it was good. It wasn't bad.
And then I guess the other thing, the one thing I know about War of the Realms, like, and Jason Aaron already said, like, it's done. Like that, but number 2 is coming out next week. Like, I ain't have to worry about that. You can say what you want about No Road Home, but that's been a weekly event. That Marvel's giving us our events, but at least
sometimes, you know, if you want something quick out the oven, fast food, McDonald's. You want to give something time to be prepared, bro, like a fine meal. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
No
you
Road Home
get
is a
Doomsday
great
Clock?
Turn and burn
No Road Home
comic.
is a great book. I'm not complaining about No Road Home. I'm only got one book into War of the Realms, and that was $5.99. That better be hey, son. That was no dollar man book.
Do you know why No Road Home? It's not a dollar menu book. Do you know why
Fast
No
food.
Road
Yeah, I
Home?
want to turn and burn it.
Yo, that's how we gotta start rating books, yo. If it was that bad, dollar menu book. There
Yeah,
it is,
right.
yo.
No
There it
Road
is.
Home has 3 writers. There's 2 or 3 writers on No Road Home.
Yeah, I
So
know.
they're knocking them out, you know? The creative
Yeah,
team is there.
Mhm.
You know?
See, that's the thing. That was what was hurting X-Men, I thought. Was like, man, they were doing X-Men every week when they relaunched Uncanny. And it was like the first 10 issues were a tough go, I thought. Because like every issue had like a different team, and the Sins, like they want to just crank it out every week. And I was like, ooh,
Well, that's
no,
excellent.
I agree. No Road Home is not suffering from that. It's been solid.
Yeah. No, I mean, but you're absolutely right. There's been other events, you know, I was not about Secret Empire, and I was so hyped for that because I thought leading up to that, what they were doing with Cap was awesome, and they could have set it up where he could have been the villain for like a year. Like imagine the Avengers versus Cap. You know what I'm saying? Instead of they gave us 2 Steve Rogers, I was like, oh, this is crap, man. You know? So they're not all home runs. I hear you, and they, you know, I just, to me, there's certain things like, for instance, like and to your point though, Kenny, like when I read Doomsday Clock fully through, I'll probably be like, you know what, that was a great read. But I just feel like what's killing it, like you said, is that time into it, and I just, because we're waiting so long in between those issues, and I've been waiting so long to know about this since Rebirth. Like I don't know if you read Rebirth, but I was like, man, I want to like get to this already, you know. So that's just. You know,
it's true. Manhattan, it shows up late in the game. Like they just finally, he just got into the mix, like maybe last issue, and it was good. But yeah, that's like issue 7, right?
Yeah, or 8. You know,
7,
only
right?
a few more books left. I do want to shout out Poor Mike for joining us. Poor Mike, awesome member of the community, and Asian Funk Comics. What's going on, brother? All right, so I guess we went a little bit off the rails there, but not too bad. It was good stuff. All right, but let me ask you this, Kenny. Would you say War of the Realms is a dollar menu book?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going dollar menu book for sure. I'm going. This is going to be on like $3 menu. You know, McDonald's breaks it down. You got $2, $3, $1. I'll put it $3. So,
Yeah.
all right.
So
This
top
time-
shelf.
Some Immortal Hulk 16. Enough of me talking all this nonsense. I'll chime in with Javi on this one. This book was awesome. This run continues to just be phenomenal, I think. And if you're not reading this, bro, just get on it. Outside of Alex Ross killing all the covers, you should be reading this. Value meal or Happy Meal? See, Bake the Steak gets it. Value meal. That's what it is. That's what we do. If it's top-notch, value meal. If it's like mediocre, you know, it's a kid's meal, and then you got the dollar menu. That's gonna be our new
Kids meal.
Value meal.
Yeah, because the kids meal ain't bad. You get the toy, you know what I'm saying? It's a little cheaper than the value meal.
This is Immortal Hulk. This is value meal, supersized meal.
Size. This is value meal king size when they used to, or the, what was it? The super size for McDonald's. We got to keep it, I guess, all
The
umbrella,
cheeseburger royale.
right?
Yeah, with cheese.
Yeah, the royale with cheese. Yeah.
This show's crazy today.
All right, so this book starts off. This is Immortal Hulk 16. You have this reporter who's been following Bruce Banner and trying to, write up this story about the Hulk, and she has a Rick Jones autobiography, and throughout the book you get little snippets of the biography, and that's what's kind of like leading you through the story.
Pretty cool.
But the newspaper that she works for gets this tip, and she's like, she finds out about the attack that happened on Betty Ross. So she she gets excited. She's like, oh, I gotta go investigate it. She whatever, she goes there, and
This
Rick,
detective that's there.
yeah, Rick Jones and Hulk, they're trying to, I guess, Banner is looking for the body. What's that guy's name? I forgot his name.
Yeah, so they're looking for Rick Jones.
They're looking for Rick Jones, yeah.
Yeah, and what happens is Samson is with Hulk, and they're going through they're going back to the original site of where Bruce becomes the Hulk and gets the gamma stuff, right? Yeah, I guess because I want to say like they felt something there, so they're going there. As
Bruce,
that happens,
Bruce thinks that's where they would take Rick.
Yeah, because I guess something happened there with Rick and him and there. Javi, show that panel though. As like they're going to that site, the sun comes up, right? And Doc was like talking to, Hulk and trying to like ask him certain things and stuff like that. And like he kind of like tells him like, look, bro, you gotta hurry up because time's running out. It's like, what do you mean time's running out? And then like all of a sudden the sun comes up and it's like, the whole transformation thing happens,
Yeah, it's just like the transformation that you saw in No Road Home. Very similar to it.
Oh, sorry. It was Samson talking to Banner. Sorry, I mixed that up for a second. Because I guess he was telling him, like he was asking Banner about stuff and whatnot. They were both being doctors. It was doctor talk.
Oh, and the sun was going down, you're saying? When the sun was
sorry,
going
sun was
down.
going. Yeah, I mixed it up. Sorry.
Banner has a Wham shirt.
Out, right.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Bruce is wearing a Wham shirt.
That's funny. Yeah. So, all right. So, Banner wants to find Rick Jones' body. He thinks he's in this like government facility, which is the original facility where the government first took Banner when he turned into Hulk. And the sun goes down. He turns into the Hulk, and now he's with Samson. And Samson's like, they go down into the facility and they run into these, I guess, gamma monsters. They get attacked by these gamma monsters. And the Hulk, he's like, oh, I knew we would find something here. If these people, these people probably just used these gamma monsters as a distraction, and they get jumped. And the same thing happens that we see in Avengers No Road Home, where these people use light to pretty much take Hulk away from Banner. So I guess you were asking, or Kenny, you were saying, oh, that's kind of lame if they just threw the sun at him. They actually throw UV radiation mixed with visible light. That's what they use.
That's pretty badass.
Yo, Edwin, thank you for joining us, brother.
Edwin the Jabroni, yeah.
We gotta get on Jabroni Talk, bro. I think that's what they were. It's some new show.
We also have the detective coming, into the scene of the crime. She's investigating where she died.
Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where she got shot and where she died.
Or they think she's dead because there's no body. They haven't found her.
Right, they're detectives, so he asks her like, "Oh, what's the unofficial status?" And the detective's like, "Oh, you're the Hulk expert. I thought maybe we could talk." And they come across this piece of evidence, which is a feather. It's like this blood red feather, and there's this person that's like spying on them. I don't know if you know who that is, Chad.
I do know who that is. Do you know who it is my question.
I do not know who it is.
So that is where I guess it's led to believe is Harpy. What Betty Ross's her first appearance as like some sort of like villain or monster is Harpy, and I want to say it's like Incredible Hulk. Can't exactly remember. It's like
What you
170.
gonna do when speculation runs wild on you?
Yeah, respect, man. I mean, it's. I mean, it wasn't like a crazy high price book. You know what I'm saying? But now it's going for like anywhere between like $50 to $80. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's still not crazy.
This shot is amazing. This person, this harpy creature, looks badass.
What? So that creature has appeared in comics before, you saying?
Yeah, Incredible Hulk 168. I was off by 2 issues. I thought I said 170. So.
And that's Betty.
It's Betty Ross.
Betty Ross.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got that going on.
So it wasn't Red She-Hulk. It was Harpy.
Yeah, everybody was expecting Red She-Hulk to come out because of this whole reincarnation type of thing with the Hulk.
Well, I mean, it stated that all Hulks are immortal, so that's.
She kind of looks like the gobbledygooker.
Okay.
The gobbledygooker.
Yeah, but look up an old school like picture of her. She was green, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe they changed her red. Maybe she's both. Maybe she's like Red Hulk infused Harpy.
Look, this is the cover of her. Like kind of on. Oh,
Yeah, she definitely looks green there.
I can zoom in, but you see she's got like feathers and stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe she's blood red because she's bleeding like crazy because she got shot in the dome.
the immortal Red Harpy, says Comic Jabroni. That's
the immortal Red Harpy.
Yeah. They need to make that a book. I would read it.
You gotta make that a book. Too good. So it still makes your value sized, king sized, or super sized meal, right, Javi?
Oh hell yeah! I guess we forgot to mention like while Hulk and Samson are invading this secret base, I guess the government themselves have like an eye on them because the government has been trying to track down Bruce, and that's how they get the jump on them with this whole UV radiation.
Well, it's pretty much the same guy that was tracking them to shoot him.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but this guy
to kill him. Sorry, to shoot him. To kill him. They were trying to kill him. Let's be real.
Yeah, this guy, his hand turns into a gun. Like that's his hand, like morphing into a gun and shooting bullets.
You know what? I didn't really notice that. That's crazy.
That is crazy. He shoots Samson. Spoilers. Transforms his gun into a pistol, and then shoots Banner. And he tells Banner, "Run." Like let's play a game. Like I'm gonna catch you. Run.
Yeah. And then Banner starts running.
Starts running.
And he starts calling him Bruce, and then he actually turns the corner. He's like, ha ha ha. He's like laughing. He starts like looking sick and sadistic. And you ready for this, Kenny? You ready for this?
Yeah.
Turn to the last page. And he says, I'm not Bruce.
He's Joe Fix-It player.
And that's why that book was freaking going crazy hype. I guess people had known before that Joe Fix-It was going to show up. So yeah, he's Joe Fix-It. Crazy, right?
Man, people were calling it, and I guess they got it.
And with that being said, that was a value meal with a McFlurry. That was a value meal with a McFlurry right there.
Oh, hold on. When you say he's been Joe Fix-It, you saying
no, he hasn't been Joe Fix-It. Like we don't know until the next issue, but like something has now turned or changed. Where I guess it's like a bipolar type thing. He's Joe Fix-It now.
Yeah, because that's what I'm getting from the more I read of Hulk
Like
and this Immortal series, is like, yeah, he's almost got like these different
split personalities, bro.
personalities,
For sure.
which is cool. Like, oh, are you Devil Hulk? Are you Green Hulk? Are you this Hulk? Yeah, he's got all kind of schizo shit going on.
Yeah,
which I
for
like.
sure. His head is all sorts of messed up. And that kind of makes it interesting, like what he's going through. Kind of there's kind of like almost a little like disbelief value in it, like all the things that he's going through.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense. Like, is it all in his head?
Right.
Like, is he going through, or is obviously it's not? You know, this all of the stuff he's going through has implications, but you know, it'd be cool if they kind of did that storyline or something.
And Jabroni, I'm down to do a WrestleMania recap.
Yo,
if you want to recap like WrestleMania 5 or 10.
Yo, I was gonna say,
I
you're not doing
I
any
haven't watched the
WrestleMania
last few.
recap without me, bro. I watched that hunk of garbage, except for like 2 or 3 matches. All right, NXT was way better, Edwin, and NXT was way better. But we will talk about that on another live stream.
I'm down
we
to
gotta
recap from 80s, 90s WrestleManias.
Oh, that's it. That's the only one. WrestleMania 5. What? And then the biggest one of all time, 3, the greatest one maybe of all time.
Perhaps.
Do you know this guy's name? The guy who can turn his arm into guns?
Yeah, I don't know. And I want to know, is that the same guy that was like the sniper? Because it looked like him to me.
Might be. Because they've been following him. Oh, there's this like whole government thing, like turning people into cocoons with gamma radiation that's going on. If you're not reading Immortal Hulk, you gotta read it. You gotta read it.
All I'm saying is, I've been telling Javi for months that he needs to be reading this. And then when he told me, like, you know, a few days ago, yo, I'm like caught up on Immortal Hulk. Like, yo, what'd you think? It's like, I should have been reading this. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm telling you. Just like when you told me about Venom, bro. You're the one that got me on Venom. I won't lie. He was like, yo, you need to read this. I was like, really? I'm like, oh my God. So, all right. Well, that's all the books we had.
Yeah, speaking of Venom, that we can segue right into what we picked up.
Yeah. Venom didn't come out today, did it?
Well, it had a little tie-in.
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. It did have a little tie-in, you could say. All right. So as we all know, Kenny actually made his way to the store today.
I picked up a couple. Yeah, I didn't. You know, I bought a lot of comics the past couple weeks.
So it's slowing down, eh?
So I had to, you know, I was selective with my new comic book day.
Me too. And as I've been trying to dwindle it down on my new comic book day. So I actually only picked up 4 new comics. And
where it's selected.
You know your boy. I picked up 1 back issue.
I feel like I actually bought some Reckless comics. I can't wait to show you.
Yeah, I did pick up a couple other issues that they were new comics from a couple weeks ago that I just hadn't like caught up yet in my box. But those are long. God, I'm not showing those off. But I'm caught up now, and now I'm just dwindling it down to what I read. Trying to get off the spec hype. But that's hard, right? It's just a major part of the game. All right, so are we gonna take turns? How are we doing this?
I like when you do. Don't you usually do like Marvel, DC, Image?
Oh, yeah, what? Go like do like the round table. You like that? All right, that's how we'll do it.
I like that. Yeah.
All right, sweet. So you want to go DC first or Marvel? Chat, you guys choose DC or Marvel pickups first. As they do that, we'll go ahead and just plug once again tomorrow night, John's Comics with Kids channel, live AOK boxing from TJ the Slab Dragon Watson. I'll be there joining him, and we'll be joined by White Whale Comics. So make sure that you guys are there tomorrow night for that. And you best believe Macho Head 84. Can we get one of those promos?
Yeah, you need to tune in to the Slab Dragon. Yeah, he only gives out the best books. Yeah, the cream of the crop, like a cup of coffee. Ooh, yeah. So tune in tomorrow. But I just locked Elizabeth in the bathroom because she ain't getting out. Because I'm gonna watch TJ Slab Dragon tomorrow night. Ooh, yeah.
Now, Macho Head 84, I do got to know, you got a lot on your plate right now, and you got a big event coming up Friday. Can you let us know how you've
You're
been?
absolutely right, Chad. A lot on my plate, huh? Yeah. I've been doing a lot of hunting. The biggest arms in the business. Been digging through boxes. Yeah, paper cuts. Ouch. But it was no big deal because I got some key comics. Yeah. And I'm going to give a beat down, dropping the elbow drop. Oh, yeah, to JD, the nature boy. Yeah, I'm gonna put Space Mountain out of commission, out of order. The great one, Tony, that's what you think. I'm gonna put you on Jabroni Drive. Yeah. Jeffrey Kamikano. Who that comics? I'm gonna drop some fire. Yeah.
Whew. And you guys
Get
heard it
ready.
here live from the champ himself, Macho Head 84. So make sure you tune in Friday on The Hunt. Yo, my bad to kind of put you on the spot, but that turned out awesome, bro.
Thanks.
All right.
I had to throw in. I locked Elizabeth in the bathroom. I ever hear those stories that Macho was mad abusive to Elizabeth? He used to like lock her in the room so other
yeah, she wasn't allowed
like,
out.
Yeah. Like,
so
be
as
like,
you did that awesome promo, no one voted DC or Marvel. So we're just gonna go ahead and just.
I know.
I'm just gonna go ahead and just go DC because it's on the top of my list.
DC.
All right.
Okay.
So the first thing that I did pick up, because I'm still reading it, and it is a miniseries. I think it's good. I just don't think it's as good as everyone else thinks it is. So, Batman Who Laughs, issue number 4. I did hear something about that we might see him without his mask or something like that in this. So we'll see what happens with that. So I picked that up. And then this was a book that I was getting ready to drop, and I should have dropped it, but they had this cover variant in my box. I'm not going to lie. I got caught up in the variant hype. This is the book I was mentioning earlier, but it's that Batman 68, the Matina variant. So I did wind up picking up this. So who knows? Maybe you guys might see this one out on an auction sometime soon for anyone that didn't pick it up. If you want.
It's already on the chopping block, huh?
Yeah,
it's already there. Just
yeah, I won't lie. I'll just you know, there might be someone out in the community that might enjoy it more than me. Let's just put it that way. You know,
Did you see the A cover to that book, Chad?
It was terrible,
what do
right?
you mean the A cover. You mean the one that I picked up?
Yes. Wait, is that that one? What's going on, man?
Yeah.
What do you mean what's going on? This is awesome. This is hilarious. No, this is not why
Batman,
I picked it up.
Why won't she pick up the phone and her partying up?
It's
like,
so stupid, dude. It's hilarious.
Yes, it's definitely humorous.
Yeah. It's Batman's on my pool. I pick it up. That's
why they got to punk Batman like that? Like, Batman should not be at home worried about what Catwoman's doing on Bachelorette night. I want my Batman grizzled. I want him with blood on his fists, bro. I don't want him. Why? How come she won't answer my calls? Come on, man. You're the Dark Knight, bro.
I guess we'll find out. Tom King.
I'm gonna chill.
Anything else, DC Javi?
The promo.
Anything else from DC Javi or no?
It's Superman. This is Superman number 10. The Wrath of Jor-El.
Very, very cool. Nice.
Yeah. That's it.
All right. What'd you pick up DC wise, Kenny?
I also picked up Superman number 10.
That variant was not there.
The Hughes. And did you know that this is a secret error print comic?
Nope.
Let me show you.
Look at this guy. The hype. The spec.
I got you. Error print. It is why I bought it. I mean, I like it. I like it. No, I can't lie. I haven't.
We all talk about this shit. We're like, hey, we're not gonna do this, and then we're like, damn, bro, you see it? You're like, it's in front of you.
Yep. So here's what's unique about this book. Last page. Okay. Credits on who worked on the book. If you look right here, let me click on my screen so I can see what I'm showing you. If you look right here,
Mike Cotton.
the cover credit
Oh, Rob. Oh, shit.
Rob Liefeld. But as we know, this is an AH banger. So I don't know. They said they gave Liefeld a cover credit on this, but it's AH.
That's an awesome cover.
Sick cover too.
It really is a great cover, isn't it?
Well, I did pick up some dollar issues, DC.
I did grab some other. I didn't get spoiler alert. I didn't get a single Marvel issue this week.
Oh, so you got a back issue stuff? I mean, we can show off back issues after too.
Word.
I got more DCs. Did you show all your DCs, Javi, or no?
Just dollar bin stuff.
Oh yeah, he's got more that he's gonna show after.
Got that Red Hood. Hold on, the Mylar is very shiny. Got that Red Hood Perillo cover.
Awesome.
I love that thing, man.
It is
awesome.
Cover by Holla.
Holla.
All right, so we'll kick into Marvel.
Hold on, I got one more.
You got one more? Oh, damn, bro.
Damn,
dog. Damn, dog. Then Javi, you show off your DC dog business after that, bro.
Did you think I was not going to pick up Detective? You know what I'm saying? Tech Talk.
That came out today?
Yeah, Detective 1001. First cover appearance of the Arkham Knight.
Yo,
First
so
full appearance
me
of the Arkham
they didn't
Knight.
have that in my box, and that's on my pool.
It was there. They still had some copies there because I was, Arkham Knight. That's cool, I guess.
Yeah,
I can't wait to read it.
I like Detective and I like Tomasi and what he's doing. So damn, though, that's not on my. All right, so I gotta go pick that up tomorrow. I also gotta pick up that trade that we're reading for that other show. So it's fine. I'm sure I can get one tomorrow. I'm not worried.
If they still have some Archer Amazing Spider-Man variants, let me know.
All right, I didn't see that Carnage variant when I went earlier. That's sitting behind you, Javi.
Well, the art is interesting in this. It's a totally different artist. It's got a unique look to it.
Arkham Knight. Is he a vigilante or villain?
Seems like he's in vigilante mode. It doesn't look like he's in it's one of those stories where I haven't read it yet, but the vibe I got from the end of Detective 1000 is like, I'm the real hero of the city, and I'm down to do what Batman's not willing to do. That kind of villain dynamic.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, man.
Tech Talk.
All right, what are your dollar bin finds from DC, Javi? Let's do it.
I got $7 bin books today.
No, bro,
Crazy. I picked up Mr. Miracle 8 and Mr. Miracle number 9. So I'm pretty excited to complete the full set.
Nice.
You always leave those runs where, no matter how old they are, you always try to complete those sets. And this is one of them for me, Mr. Miracle. Found these in the dollar bin, which is pretty awesome. That's it for DC.
That's it? All right. We show off the other ones, bro. If they're Marvel, then it'll lead us to the Marvel pickups.
Marvel, I picked up a Thor number 7. This is the Jason Aaron run that's going on right now.
Nice.
I picked up Sentry number 1. Old Man Hawkeye number 10.
All I wanted to know, Natalie. Waited fucking 10 hours or whatever.
Gotta love Old Man Hawkeye. Yo, tell Marcos, be quiet.
Right.
What about the new Marvel books, bro? Just go right into it, man.
I'm just rearranging all this.
Avengers. That many books, bro? Damn, Javi, you gotta rearrange shit.
Avengers No Road Home number 9. Conan, Savage Sword of Conan number 4.
Ooh, that looks nice.
This is an awesome cover, yeah.
Is that Alex Ross?
Yeah.
Yes. And they have the little magazine-sized issues in the background. Age of Conan, Bellet, #2. And I picked up Wolverine Infinity Watch #2. This was something that I'm catching up on.
Yeah.
It was like 2 weeks ago, I think.
Word. That's what's up. Nice. What are you most excited to read?
That Conan, honestly.
I knew it. I just wanted to hear it. I didn't even have to ask that, to be honest. So just like Javi, I did pick up Avengers No Road Home, issue #9. Dope little cover there. And he didn't mention it yet because it's sitting behind him and forgot. But that Web of Venom, Cult of Carnage, he got the variant, which I'm a little jealous. I didn't see that variant over there, but the normal cover is really
Wonder
cool.
Woman variant that I picked up today too.
I see that too, bro.
Was nice. My shop was out of a lot of stuff. Like that sick Catwoman art germ dropped today too. I wish I got that.
I passed on it. Let me know if you still want it, because they should still have some more.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And then I did pick up one back issue, and it's not a. I don't know, Kenny, you're gonna laugh, but I found this one. It's an Incredible Hulk 353.
Oh yeah.
And it's kind of like that other cover.
Oh,
You know?
it's like the variant or the second printing or whatever.
Yeah. The variant cover. But there was also another one that I found that was like it. You see this? It's right here. This one here. So I just thought it was cool.
Psych out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I just thought it was cool to add to the Hulk run. So yeah. That was pretty much it. That's all I found today. The thing I'm most excited to read this week will probably have to be No Road Home or this Cult of Carnage. Even though I know it's not Donny Cates, but I'm sure, you know, he oversaw something in this. So it has to be, you know, good. All right. That's what
No
I'm
indies?
Any pieces?
No indies this week?
No indies this week. In 2 weeks, I know Honor and Curse comes out, and possibly next week might be Knights of the Golden Sun. No, they're the same week. I take that back.
U84.
I do have one.
And that is?
I gotta warn everyone in the chat. This is a not safe for work cover.
All right. Is that the polybagged one?
No, I wish. He was sold out of every copy of that.
Yeah, they had the polybagged one at my store. I'm not into that. I flipped through the book. I'm like, yo, I know I'm not gonna read this. I'm not gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Picked up a little zombie tramp.
Ooh, that wasn't what I was expecting, but you know which bag I was talking about.
Is that
I
the
like
one?
I like zombie tramp. I got a few of those. I started collecting them a few months back, and they got. I don't know if Bake the Snake's still in the chat, but he's another one that I know collects some of these. It's cool.
Is that the one with the new character?
I don't
Or
know.
did you hear that they're going to introduce? Because that publishing company has 3 different books, I think, right?
Yes.
I guess they were going to make like a amalgamation of their most famous characters and kind of put their powers into one character.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I can be frank, I don't buy these for the read. I read one of them and I was like, okay, cover by it is. But you know, hey, what can I say? I'm a comic reader. I'm also
An art enthusiast
buyer, and I'm whatever. I'm all the things. So
No, I hear you.
I'm
That's
a cover
super
buyer
cool.
sometimes, and I like these. Man.
When you see good art, you know it. You
gotta appreciate it. No, for sure, man. That's what it's all about, bro. We read it and go through these books for the art, you know, for the art of writing, for the art of drawing, and all that type of stuff. So I completely hear you there, man.
There's something nice about having like being able to just display, because even a comic that you're reading, most of the time is spent like this. You know, just like with the cover showing. So there's something nice about a good cover. I don't know.
No, I hear you there.
I ain't
Agreed.
gotta tell you. You know.
Agreed.
I mean, I have these all just covers, man. I did pick up the die variant or the die third printing #1 today. Was finally able to get that. I picked up a Knights of the Golden Sun #4.
I saw those in the dollar bin too.
This was in the dollar bin. If you guys
saw it.
need one, let me know. Let me know. Knights of the Golden Sun #4. If you're missing it, if you weren't able to get one, these sold out. I even talked to Chris, and he was like, "What? We don't even have any of those."
Oh snap!
And I picked up She Could Fly, but this is the first series of the book. I know that they came out with a second volume. #1 actually came out today, but this is volume 1, and I found this in the dollar bin, so I was like, "Oh hell yeah, pick this up."
Nice.
I heard it was a crazy good read. It has to do with like mental illness and just crazy trippy realities and things like that. So
cool. All right, fellas. Well, we went a lot longer than I thought I was gonna go. But I want to thank you gentlemen for joining me. I want to thank all of you guys for joining us in the chat. As soon as we probably get to sign off, our brother Comic Books NYC joins us. What's going on, brother?
NYC.
Yeah.
Is he in Chicago? I think he's in Chicago. Hope you have safe travels, sir.
That means he's got to be feeling better, so that's good to hear. So shout outs to you, brother.
Yeah, I think he kicked the bug. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad, man. But yeah, we're getting ready to wrap it up. I do know that Comic Core Unlimited is on right now, and I definitely want to hop into that chat and see what's up there. So if you guys haven't checked them out, go head over there. You'll find me in the chat. I'm sure you'll see Kenny over there. You might even see Javi over there. Who knows? But thank you guys for joining us.
Comic Book Day in White Whale and John's new Comic Book Day show.
It's a packed show. It's a packed night tonight for new Comic Book Day, man. That's the best part about Wednesdays, right? So, Kenny, anything else before you sign off, brother?
No, I think I've said enough. I'm good. Thank you for having me, brother.
No, man. Thank you for joining us, man. It's always a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you. And we even got a Macho Head appearance. So,
yeah, impromptu Macho Head.
that was awesome.
Yo, Javi, anything before we sign off, bro?
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for hanging out.
Faux show. And I guess I'm just going to have to, real quick, I know we saw the Macho Head 84 here, but we're in the era of Y290, and we can't forget that because I'm the dollar bin champ, and you best believe it, I'm the Isotola of comic book rollers, and I never, ever want to lose that championship. And you best believe I'm going to defend it to the end. So thank you guys for joining us. Most importantly, guys, go get your books. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Book. Peace.